It is awesome to have you guys with us. This is week 7. We've got 1 week left in our study of Colossians. Today we're in chapter 3 toward the end, starting about verse 17. And in verse 17, Paul, we looked at this last week as well. Paul says, in everything you do it as though you were doing it for the Lord. And then he moves straight into meddling in our home and relationships. He challenges wives to submit and husbands to lay down their lives for their wives, to love their wives as Christ has loved the church. Hey, but Tom Kennedy mentioned a thought to me this morning, and he heard a gentleman share once that most of our homes have a sidewalk going to the front door or to the door that we enter, and in some of those homes that's a sidewalk to the house. For some homes, it's a sidewalk away from the house. If I have a sidewalk at between the driveway and the front door, and my hope and my prayer is that is a path into my home, for my kids to come home, for my bride to know I'm home. This is a safe place. I don't want to be guilty of being the husband or the father who drives the family to say, that's my way out of this house. I can't wait to leave. We want to live in such a way that our family, those who are closest to us, don't catch the brunt of our irritation and our frustrations, our fatigue. We want to live in a way that we honor God, Jesus, in all of our relationships and our interactions. Whether and in this passage, Paul addresses the wives and husbands, parents to kids, kids to parents, but then also he speaks of slaves and masters. In our context, that would be employers and employees, and those that serve us or whom we serve as we work for them. We want to live in all of those relationships in such a way that we point people to Jesus, so that the relationship becomes a reflection of what's already going on inside of us, between us and God. We want those around us to be able to see Christ through us as we walk and live out this relationship that we have in Jesus. As you have a chance this morning or this evening to discuss relationships in your home, at your place of work, what are the most challenging for you? Maybe like last week, we break up into like little couplets, one or two folks at the time. Maybe this isn't a conversation for the whole group, or maybe it is. But what are the most challenging? Is it husband to wife? I mean, I mentioned this morning, Kim and I joke all the time that there are certainly things that Kim does not like about me, but we love each other. And the same would be true for me. I share that with pretty much every couple that I marry, that there are going to be plenty of times that we don't like the other person that we're looking at across the table. We don't like their actions. We don't like their words. We don't like what they said or did last week, or the implication of a text that we've just received. And we tend to fill in the blanks, and we assume certain things. But we're called to love each other, and love is a commitment, right? Certainly in marriage, it's a covenant. But if we were to love those that God has put in our lives as Christ has loved the church, what would that look like for you? And as you do that, what are the most challenging relationships that you have? Is it husband to wife? Is it wife to husband? Is it with your kids? Or as a child today, maybe an adult child, you're saying, you know what, I have a real strained relationship with my senior adult family. Or maybe it's a boss to an employee, or an employee that is with other employees, maybe coworkers. What is your most challenging, and how can you encourage somebody else today, or how would you seek encouragement? In all things that we do, Paul says we want to do it to honor God. Do it as though we're doing it for Christ himself. Hey, I love you, and it's great to have you with us for week 7. God bless you. Have a wonderful night.